all the way to the ground. I'm down here. Oh, I don't know if this is really, stretching, but I'll tell you what, it felt good. Laying on your back, twisting your leg across your body and kind of pulling it towards the ground and getting that little pop in your back when you're feeling tight. Loosen it up and going, oh, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord, for the back crack. Hello, Neon. Hello, Justice. Hello, Diane. Hello, Cream. Hello, K. Farns. Hello, Shirts. Rush, Kimmy. Can you show us some yoga? Who is your team? Oh, your team, can I show us some yoga? Well, I'll do a couple positions for you. First of all, this isn't any great shakes and all, but I think it's important. To start with a little gratitude and to start with some simple motions that get your shoulders and your body moving a little bit. Just bringing it into the chest and kind of taking a deep breath and kind of making the moves a little bigger and going all the way down slowly to your toes. Hanging here for a little bit, letting gravity do the work and letting your head kind of fall and your arms kind of flop and your shoulders kind of loosen, and then you ragdoll back up. I'm going to do just a couple quick positions because these just feel really good. Side angle, and again, this isn't a position you start with, but I just doing a fast forward little yoga class because I figure what the heck. Feels so good. You hold it for like 10 seconds. You stretch your arm out, your shoulder. You kind of come back up. And my favorite position of all is the Trikonasana, where you go like that. Oh, stretch out your hamstrings, your groin, your legs, your back, your shoulders, your arms, chest, abs. And you don't want me being super hugely yogic on one side, so I like to balance it out. I think most yoga practitioners like to balance. I think balance is a key thing in yoga. Oh, and one of this Trikonasanas on this side. I appreciate you asking, Neon. I think you're probably kidding. I know you're not the Colorado Buffaloes coach, but I'm thankful for you asking me to do a little bit of yoga at the start of my show, because as is with all habits, a little is better than nothing, and more is usually better. So I did a little. I also did more. Oh, it's so good. Hello, Dennis. Hello, Kelly. Hello, Cat Mama, K-Ray. Lori liking the live. I don't even know who this Lori is, but she's on early and she's liking the live. I appreciate you, Lori. I'm grateful for you. And I'm grateful for y'all. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. My name is Ken Tracy, and this is Coffee with Ken. It is Monday morning. It is early on a Monday morning. I mean, it's probably silly early. I'm not even totally sure I was ready to do my show. But I woke up just before 5 and I had to go to the washroom. Thought maybe I won't go back to sleep. Let's get the coffee maker set up. And I think I pushed start. So I go, I started the coffee. Might as well start my show and just see what happens and take it from there. So here we are. So it's Monday morning. It is about 5:30, and it is October 7th, I believe. Happy Monday morning to you. My name's Ken Tracy, and again, this is a show I've been doing for a long time called Coffee with Ken. It is a show about me talking, kind of just being me and sharing some thoughts, good, bad, or ugly, and kind of free-flowing thinking in the morning, because I kind of feel that helps me work some things out and figure things out, and usually turns my day around or starts my day off on the right foot, and always feels pretty good. Frenchie likes the live. Did I wake up scared again? Scared wouldn't be the right term. I was having a dream. A lot of times when I think I'm thirsty or my mouth's getting dry, I wake up, I feel like I have something stuck to the roof of my mouth, like gum or something like that. And I keep peeling it out, and no matter how much I peel, there'll be more. And I'm going, nah, nah, nah. I'm having a hard time talking. And I wake up and I go, oh, it's just a dream. I'm just thirsty. So I woke up with those feelings. I don't often wake up with super positive thoughts. The first thing that usually hits me is a bunch of things I'm kind of worried about and have been able to put on the back burner. And I go, am I going to do all this stuff? And how's this going to go? And what's going to happen? And what would I do if my daughter has to go through a strong hurricane? What would I do, Starlight? I'd probably say a little prayer for her. I'd call her and I told her I loved her. I'd say if I was really worried or I really thought the hurricane was a huge risk to her life and property and family, I'd say move out of Florida. Is probably what I'd say. Because it seems every year about this time we'll get a couple big hurricanes coming through, and I think the news loves it because they get to show tragedy and loss and talk about it, and it gives them something to talk about. But it seems every year, And apparently the people in Florida think it's worth it living on the beach or living next to the ocean and living with nature. And I get it. I understand. I think I wouldn't be afraid of I'd be okay living in Florida. I mean, I don't want to live in Florida. I don't want to live on the beach. I don't like heat and humidity. But the hurricanes wouldn't worry me. I could roll with it. We have tornadoes here. They don't create as much widespread natural disaster as hurricanes do. But we have we have tornadoes here, but it really hasn't affected my life a whole heck of a lot. And if it affects your life so badly this season, I wouldn't live in Florida or any particular place ravaged by it. Because, every year this seems to kind of happen. And I think it's part of living on the ocean and the warm water and in the line of storms. So I'd either learn to be thankful for the beach and the health and the day we have and not fear this season, or I would move. But anyway, for those that have been watching a while, this is not just a show about me talking. This is a show about me sharing my love of coffee. And with that in mind, I have a nice hot cup of coffee. And I am so excited to have my first sip at this weirdly early hour. And my hope is wherever you are, whatever you're doing, that you have a hot cup of coffee in front of you as well. Cheers to us. I hate to say, I either didn't put enough grounds in the coffee. Let me try again. Oh. Well, I think I may not have put enough grounds in the coffee. I think it's the pumpkin spice, but I took a sip. I wasn't even sure what it was. Wasn't even sure what it was. I go every day. I sing the praises of the pumpkin spice by Starbucks. And I took a sip this morning. And maybe I'm still half asleep, but that also means I'm half awake. Um, and I couldn't distinguish for sure what the coffee was. Mighty with a bunch of Y's asked if I ever insult someone if they insult me. Occasionally, but I don't like myself when I do it. And it doesn't seem to do any good. There's a quote by Mark Twain: don't argue with idiots because they'll drag you down to their level and beat the crap out of you with experience. And I've learned that. And I've struggled with it also at times in my life. I used to fight with my older brother all the time and argue with him because he was an expert arguer and he liked it and it fed his soul. And for me, it tore me apart. So he'd say something horrible to me and I'd think of say something mean to him, and it would make me feel horrible and I'd ruin my day or my week or my life. And I've had relationships like that with people, and I find it, if somebody's being mean to you, it's best to ignore them and or avoid them if possible. Yeah. I've wanted to help save change people. I spent too much of my life, I think, trying to help save change people and say, hello, mean person. I know that you're mean to me because you're crying out from inside and you're hurting, and want you to know I love you, but the meanness keeps coming, and it doesn't seem to do a heck of a lot of good. So I now try not to engage, and it's still a challenge. But I try not to engage or what have you, and just keep doing your best, and keep moving forward, and don't let somebody else drag you down, and do your best to lift other people up. How does arguing with my brother? Because I'll tell you what, you argue with somebody, it doesn't stop. If they want to argue, there's nothing you can say that will end it. They're enjoying it. It continues. The sour relationship continues. And it doesn't stop. It just doesn't stop. Is that my spiritual practice? I don't know what you mean, Starlight. I do not know what you mean. I am learning a little bit. I think I'm learning a little bit with age. And I've realized that, I don't know, time's too precious. And I used to take it personally if somebody would say mean things to me, and I still do sometimes, but I try not to. I used to take it personally, and again, I still do sometimes, but I just found it doesn't do any good. They're going to have their view of you or say mean things, and what someone else thinks of you is really none of your business. And if somebody doesn't like you, it's so funny, because I have people that don't like me, believe it or not, as charming as I am. Some people don't like me. So I was working at the restaurant last night, and I was waiting on a table of ladies that were having a real nice time, and had a fun day, dinner or whatever, and we were talking a lot. And I explained to them how most people really like me. Some people really don't. And they go, oh, I could see that. I could see you being polarizing. I thought that was a good word. Not sure why that is, because I'm just me. And if somebody doesn't like me, Uh, it's not my business. It's not my business. Yeah. And what's funny is they'll want to tell you how much they don't like you and how bad of a person you are and how mean you are and horrible you are or this or that or whatever. And sometimes you just want to say, okay, I get it. You don't like me. Can we turn the page or move on? Oh no. They'll want to tell you more how you're horrible. You go, oh, yeah. This person really doesn't seem to like me. Thinks I'm horrible. Huh. I got like 4 hours of sleep and now I'm up and feel like I'm up for the day. Does this happen to you? Mighty, I would say you seem to be anxious. Just the way you phrase your questions and the way you have 3 Y's at the end of your name. You seem like you might struggle with anxiety and sleep issues and stuff. And it's okay to have those, and I struggle with them too, and I dealt with mental health issues, and right now you're afraid that you only got 4 hours of sleep, and you're not going to get back to sleep. What I think you should do right now is be thankful you got 4 hours of sleep and say, thank you, God, for the 4 hours of sleep that I got and the rest that I got. And please give me the strength to go forward today and have an awesome, awesome day. Yeah. And kind of put it there. And then kind of do your thing and drink your coffee and whatever your morning routine is, work out, get started with your day. And if you start getting tired again and you don't have to head off to work, I don't have to head off to work till 3 o'clock today. But I did not get much sleep, and I'm just starting my day because my mind was ready, my body was ready. I had to get it a little warmed up with a little coffee and a little stretching, of course. But I started my day, and I like to start my day if I could go live every morning between 5:30 and 6 o'clock a.m. and talk for 45 minutes to an hour while drinking coffee on a social media platform and share my live to various social media platforms. All of a sudden, it'll be 7 o'clock in the morning. I've got my content creation business done. And, or at least mostly done for the day, the heavy lifting, the live video. And feel good about that. You feel accomplished. Huh. Good morning from Texas. Good morning from Texas. I'm going to drink a little more coffee. Mighty goes on with a bunch more questions. And said something about the economy and why he's anxious because of the economy. I'll tell you, the world and economic events are going to happen. Life is going to happen. Challenges are going to happen. You're going to get fired from a job. You're going to get in a fight with a loved one. You're going to fall down and skin your knee from time to time. You got to roll with it all. You know? And some things are harder to roll with. Believe me, as a twice divorced guy, some things are hard to roll with. Yeah, but at that point, you just go, I think you need to take ownership and go, okay, life's going to do with me what life is. The economy's going to be this. Housing prices are going to be this. The job market's going to be this. Inflation is going to be this. You know, I can either scream and kick and stomp and pout, or you can do what you can do. And I'd recommend, because I've screamed, I've kicked, I've pouted, talked about the stock market or the real estate market or my ex-wife or my brother or my friend or my childhood. And none of the excuses are going to, you can go take that to a therapist and unpack that and share that and get it. You can go take that to a therapist and unpack that and share that and get it off your chest and work through it. And hopefully if you're dealing with a good therapist, they're going to go say whatever it is they need to say and hear you out and let you talk through it. And hopefully if you're self-aware while you're talking through it, you'll come up with your own solutions. Am I passive aggressive? I don't even know totally what that means. My mom always used to say I was. Am I in recovery? What does that mean, Frenchie named Levi? Honestly, somebody asked if I'm in recovery. I'd say no. I'm not sure what your definition of being in recovery means, but I'd say no. If you're talking about like drinking alcohol, no, I'm not in recovery from alcohol. I don't drink. I don't know what it means to be in recovery from alcohol, and I'm not trying to be a pain. I don't drink anymore. Did I get a pin from AA? No, I do not have a pin from AA. Mighty's going on and saying they have no idea, trying to figure it out for 6 months. Dude, I'm 56 years old. I'm waiting tables. 2 years ago, I was a realtor, and I was married to a beautiful woman, and thought I knew the way life was going to go. But life changes and things change and you roll with it. You do the best you can. You have no idea. You're trying to figure it out for 6 months. Again, I'm waiting tables. Pays the bills. Kind of enjoy it. I'm pretty good at it. And keeps me moving while I'm figuring out my next step. I'm creating content every day. I do it. I enjoy it. I'm vowing to track the results a little less and not worry about the results as much and just kind of do what I do. Kind of just doing what I do. Kelly says she's 44 and literally wishes she would have made better decisions after her divorce. Kelly, we all wish we would have made better decisions. We all wish we would have made better decisions, but you can't. And I think you can take something from it and just kind of learn from it. Kind of learn from the decisions you made, the choices you made, and go from there. You can't go back and fix something you did. You can't go back and fix something you did. You can be the best you can today and do the best you can today. So, Kelly, I read that, and if I may give some insight into your comments, maybe forgive yourself for the decisions you've made. Maybe forgive yourself for the decisions you made or the way you responded or how you acted, or let it go and be okay with the decisions you made. Because it doesn't sound like you are. And you're kind of fighting with your past. Can't win in that fight. Don't even know if you can win in a fight at all. Can't win with your future. Can't win with your past. All you can do is the best you can right now. And if the best you can is getting started with your day and drinking some coffee and, appreciate what you're doing right now and get ready, get to work and bring a great attitude. She's always had little confidence in herself. Yeah, you're probably not alone in that. I tell you what, you got no confidence in yourself and you want to get more confidence, be okay that you've had no confidence in yourself. Go, hey, self, you've never had any confidence. And then you look up and you go, well, that's okay. That's just kind of who I was and where I was at, and go, and you get okay with what you've been and what you've done and the direction you're going. And I don't think things tend to work out. Love who you are, love who you've been, love yourself for your mistakes and the highs and lows you've had and the struggles you've had. And when you get ready now, but get ready with a little zest in your step. I don't know what job you do, but go in and try and have a great attitude today. And try and not get upset when your coworkers or your boss or your customers are bothersome. Take on the responsibility of your own reaction. You teach 3-year-olds. I mean, I would bet that's challenging and rewarding all rolled into one. I bet that's challenging and rewarding all rolled into one. What makes me different or special? I think we're all different and we're all special. I bet you they do keep you busy, Kelly. I bet you they do. And again, I bet it's super rewarding. And I'm going to let you determine it. What's special about me? That I'm 6'2" and I've got bald hair and blue eyes, that I talk in this way, that I feel this way. Everything's special about me. And everything's special about you. Do you value it? Do you appreciate this, how special you are? Do you appreciate the gifts that God has given you? Or do you just kick yourself and say, hey, life sucks, the economy sucks, my ex-wife sucks, my job sucks, the weather sucks? Or do you find things to be grateful for? And do you appreciate that? Yeah. Everything's special about me and everything's special about you. We're all very different. It's amazing. Is confidence my niche? I don't know. I had somebody else just hop on and say, oh, he's talking about not drinking. I don't really have a niche. I just sit here and drink coffee. I don't worry about a niche. I'm going to worry less about it all. The one thing I know is when I do my show, and I do my show every day, and I go to work every day, and I have a good attitude every day, and do good things, I don't know, I get in better shape, I make more money, and my content creation grows. If I don't, and the only way I wouldn't do any of those things and keep doing my good habits is if I let my mental attitude go bad. And it's easy to have it go bad, and it's even okay if it goes bad from time to time. Could I do more? I mean, you can always do more. You can always do more. I could go to the gym 7 times a week. I don't want to go to the gym 7 times a week. I could be in better shape. You can always do more. You can always strive to be a little bit better. But you should appreciate what you're doing. And I promise you, I do enough in every day that I can find some things to be thankful for or proud of. And I find some things in the world to be grateful for, and about my day that I can be grateful for, and what have you. So, grateful for this coffee, even though I didn't make it strong enough today. Oh, it's not bad. It is not bad. Could be better. Yeah, again, just right there. Okay, I could sit and stew that my coffee's not good enough, or I could be thankful for the fact that I have some. And it's the same situation. It's the same human being, and it's the same coffee. And it's just two different ways to look at it. You can be bummed you didn't make it. And I am. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I wish I would have made it with more coffee grounds so it would have a little more pumpkin spice flavor. But I go, I'm thankful I have my coffee either way. And I'll promise you, when I'm saying I'm thankful I have coffee either way, my vibe is better, my energy is better, my spirit is better, or I'm better than when I'm bitching and moaning. When I'm bitching and moaning. Frenchie said, not really. I could go remake it. Well, I'm not going to do that, Frenchie. I'm not going to do that. I think today's lesson is learning to be thankful for what you got. And if I felt the need to go remake it when it's perfectly tasty coffee, that'd be kind of striving for perfection that doesn't exist. And that'd be going to the gym 7 times a week, and that'd be beating yourself up for not doing enough. Do I measure the coffee, or do I just eyeball it? Oh, I eyeball it. I eyeball it. I eyeball it. Ugh. Complacency is devastating. I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what that means, but it sounds like a couple negative words paired together. And I promise you, if you're pairing a bunch of negative words together, I don't know. I'm betting your mind's probably not in the right place. So let's have a little more coffee. Oh. It's nice. Hello, Morgan Brienne. How was my visit with my daughter? It was awesome. I talked about it the other day, so I'm probably not going to rehash it here. But we went to a cross-country meetup together on Saturday and had a real nice time. And it was fun seeing a lot of the girls that I used to, or I still know, I guess, but a lot of the girls I cheered for that were younger than Aaron, and we're still on the team, and we're still running hard, and we're still competing, and still deserved to be cheered for. And it was fun seeing Erin interact with her friends. And it was just fun spending a lot of time with her, because any parents out there, when your kids get into their teens, they don't want to quality time. And again, that's all a definition. What is quality time? But either way, spending time with one of your children while they're enjoying spending it with you is a rewarding experience. And we had a nice time, cheering on her team, her cross-country team, on a beautiful Saturday morning in a beautiful place. Yeah, and she's doing well. I'm real proud of her. She's doing well. She's off at school. She's learning a lot of things. She's becoming a young woman. She's a tough cookie. She's determined. She's smart. She's beautiful. She's a good kid. She's a little anxious from time to time, like her dad, but it's part of our charm.
Oh, it's nice. That is nice. So suddenly everyone got kind of quiet on me. I'm live on TikTok today. I've been going live. Yesterday I tried to dual stream on 2 other social media platforms. I used my computer for one, and it's not a platform that I think is meant for live. Because every time I go live on it, I'll get a viewer or 2, and few have no comments. And I'm not sure if it's worth the effort or worth the care or worth the testing anymore. Because every time I go live here on TikTok, I don't know, I got 30 people watching right now. I got people making comments and saying things. Some are mean, some are okay, but either way, it's how I respond. Versus kind of me talking to my computer in silence, which I can do, by the way. Might be a gift, might be a curse. I'd prefer to look at it as a gift. Can I give you guys a little homework today? Whatever you come across in your day, do your best to look at it as a gift and look at it as something that's happening for you, not happening to you. And if you fall down and skin your knee, thank the Lord that you didn't get more injured. And if you just whatever you do, if you get rained on when you go outside, be thankful for the rain and the weather and the coming of fall. If you get fired from your job, think about how there's a better job waiting out there for you. And know that there's a better job and a better opportunity waiting out there for you. But if you can, Frenchie's saying if you can change the situation to make it better, go for it. Well, yeah, of course. Of course. But again, I think, and I bring it back to the gym, if you're out of shape and you don't like the way you look, you can go for it by going to the gym 7 times a day and hiring a personal trainer and expecting quick results and working out for 3 hours and being sore as heck tomorrow and you can't even move and you don't want to go back to the gym and you can't afford the personal trainer next month, and you cut back and you go, well, that all sucked. I don't want to keep doing this. And then you stop doing it altogether and you stop growing. I think too often in life, we try to make super quick changes. Way to go, not original. Not original. I don't know where you are, but not original. And you are original, not original. You're very special. You just finished your workout. You're heading home to walk the dogs, and it's a beautiful morning. Awesome job, not original. Way to go. Northwest suburbs. So you're here. You're putting me to shame. You're putting me to shame. Lisa Smith wants to know how the meeting at work was yesterday. I was fine. It was just a monthly meeting. Started at 10. It was interesting. I ended up talking to the owner of my establishment for a while, and that was kind of nice. I hadn't met him before, but seems like a cool guy. Had a busy day of work. Worked from 10 in the morning till, 8:30 at night, I think, or 8 o'clock at night or something like that. Did pretty well. It was Fairly busy the whole time, but not crazy busy. I never felt like I couldn't keep up. I think I was doing real well with my customers and giving just as great a service as I could. And full time, but not crazy busy. I never felt like I couldn't keep up. I think I was doing real well with my customers and giving just as great a service as I could, and making good money, and feel good in every way about yesterday's shift. I tell you what, though, I woke up this morning and hobbled around my room for a minute and said, oh my God, I worked today at 3 o'clock. I'm sore. Can't be a waiter forever. But I have till now to 3 o'clock to do a bunch of things, to move forward in my life, to maybe put together a resume or send one out, or look for opportunities, look for more permanent housing, look for various things, being thankful for various things, because that's our homework. Oh, Jer Bear, thank you for sending me a rose. And move forward. And I got a lot of time, and I'm going to have a lot of energy. I promise you. I'm starting a little slow today, but again, I worked last night, and I woke up early this morning, and I think it's okay to start slow and build momentum, and through your day, through your week, through your month, through your life. Hello there from Thailand. How are you? Sweetie says, if you need to work out for 3 hours, you're doing something wrong. Well, I would agree for most people. But, if you're going to be a professional athlete or a bodybuilder or a, high-level, professional athlete in some capacity, or maybe an actor and need to get crazy in good shape for a movie role or super strong or something. But most of us aren't in that situation. And most of us would do better taking smaller bites of the elephant and working out 3 times a week over 7 times a week. And not that there's anything wrong with 7 times a week, although your body does need rest. But it's just hard to maintain. And the only way you can maintain it is with super focused. I used to run marathons. I was focused on the Chicago Marathon, let's say, and I'd run 60 miles a week, training for it. It's a hard way to live every day. And honestly, I wouldn't want to go out and run for an hour every day. Different stage of life. I don't regret doing it, although I got a bad right knee, but I still don't regret it. I have interesting experiences. It took me to Boston, ran in college, even though I walked on, and most of the guys I ran with were probably faster than me, and got my butt kicked and went to practice on very few hours of sleep with alcohol in my system still, probably. I think a lot of people, when you're young, we do crazy things or silly things that we wouldn't want to do with experience. Again, I wait tables. A lot of people go out every night and spend money and energy that I don't have the desire to spend. So, good morning, Young. How are you doing? How are you doing? How are you doing? Hello, Judy. Thanks for hopping on today. Thank you so much for hopping on today. Well, it's 10 after 6. Kind of have a quiet audience. We have a quiet Ken. I don't need to talk for an hour every day. For a while I was. I think, again, consistency is the key, and not really worrying about day-to-day results. My audience on content, hello from Florida. My audience on all the social media platforms is growing. And I spend so much time worrying about it growing faster and this and that, and none of that matters. Or when you go to the gym, you worry about getting stronger quicker. Or when I made a lot of money at work last night, but overall, in the big scheme of things, not much of that really matters. And not much of that really matters. Yeah. Just keep getting better and keep moving forward and keep drinking your coffee and being grateful and smiling. Who's that from Florida? Let me see that person. Oh, she looks familiar. She's been watching for a while. She has been watching for a while. I get up early in Utah to try to hear me live. Well, that's so sweet. Utah's what, an hour ahead? That's tough. I was up at 5:30. I appreciate you getting up early to try and hear me live. I personally, you do you, but I would never set an alarm to hear me live. I hear me live every day. Sometimes I wish I could turn me off. I'm sure some of you, well, you guys can turn me off. You can turn me off. I'm not making any of you guys listen to me. Think about me. Woe is me. It was fun at the restaurant yesterday. All right, you're saying we've met before. You used to live in Naperville, and you moved here a year ago. I bet we met at a Starbucks. I bet we probably met at a coffee shop. Okay, if you miss it, you catch it on YouTube. Well, I appreciate that, Panther Girl. I appreciate you doing that. Yeah, because I have fun growing that audience. That audience grows slow as molasses. But what's fun about TikTok here is you can go live. I don't know if I picked up any new followers, but you go live here. It tends to put your content, whatever it may be, in front of a potentially large audience. Got 30 people watching today. Have a pretty interactive group. But you go live on a different social media platform, and you're probably not going to have that. Or, I mean, maybe if you got different content. I'll tell you what. When I come back, I don't really believe in reincarnation, but if I did, I'd come back as some sort of meditative guy with those bowls that you rub this something around the edge of the bowl and you make different notes. Because they get a lot of viewers. Because if you're flipping, I mean, because there's so many people on TikTok and we're all looking to relax a little bit. And you come across some guy or a woman rubbing I don't know if you know what I mean, making these weird kind of relaxing, meditative sounds. Who needs a bowl? I'll just make the sounds myself. Might get tired after an hour making those sounds. I doubt my audience would be huge. Who knows? Maybe I'll try it tomorrow. Maybe my content will be flipped upside down tomorrow and I'll be a meditative guy or an ASMR guy, or I'll discover my niche. Wouldn't that be fun if I found my niche? But maybe my niche is this. And not fretting. And just kind of talking about life. And stopped in to see someone else and then we were chatting. You were working at Francesca's. Oh. And you stopped in to see someone else and then we were chatting. Oh. Huh. At the coffee shop? I figured we probably... I had women yesterday come up to me and go, you look so familiar. There's a few places that could be from. I was a realtor for 17 years, so a lot of people do that. know me from that because I had my face plastered everywhere I could. I do obviously a lot of social media stuff, and a lot of people see a lot of that. And the third place people know me from is usually Starbucks or coffee shops, because I'll spend an hour a day in a very active Starbucks. Been going to Pete's lately, but most of the last few years I'll put in an hour a day at a Starbucks and get some stuff done. And a lot of people know me from that, and that's where apparently you met me at. I hope we had a nice chat. I hope we had a nice chat. Wonder what you're doing down in Florida. Wonder if you're liking life down in Florida. Florida be so hot to me. Yeah. Oh, okay, we had a nice chat. And you say you miss Naperville. Yeah. I think Naperville's I don't think it's underrated because it's kind of one of the top rated places in the country, but it's really nice. When I was out in Disney World, when I was out in Yellowstone, I missed Naperville a whole bunch. And even though I'm not where I want to be and maybe not in my long-term career here in Naperville, I still find a lot of joy in going out and being amongst the good people and kind of a little bit, just the right amount of hustle and bustle that a city of 150,000 people has, with a nice downtown and a lot of schools and good, kind people and friendly faces and new people to meet and new places to go. And I take a lot of pictures. I'm not even saying I'm good at taking pictures, but I take a lot of pictures. And if I see something interesting, I usually take a picture of it. And sometimes while walking through Naperville, I'll see something or see it in a different light, literally a different light or a different way, or go, hey, I'm going to see if I can capture this and take a picture. Yeah. Huh. No, I don't think I would. Thank you for joining, Aaron and Kimpora. How are you? How are you? Oh, my neck cracked a couple times. Turning to look at my coffee, and all of a sudden I felt some tension, then crack. Kind of I don't know, something good about cracking your back. I don't know if cracking your neck feels quite the same. I'll tell you what, if you go to a chiropractor and they do one of these, they kind of act like they're just loving on you, and then they go, wah! And your neck goes, that feels pretty good. I'm doing real well, Aaron. I'm actually just about to sign off. I've been talking for, 45 minutes or so. Don't know if I've said anything of great value, but I guess I'm not going to worry about that either, because maybe my show's not about saying anything of great value or being world-changing or life-changing. Maybe it's just doing me. Thank you, Frenchie. Maybe it's just doing me. And being me. And maybe me trying to go live on 2 different social media platforms yesterday wasn't just being me and felt forced. And I'm looking at one going, hey, nobody's there. And it was kind of distracting. And, Yeah. So I appreciate you, Frenchie. Aw. Well, Aaron, you have a wonderful day as well. Have a great time with your grandbabies. And I appreciate you for hopping on today. You have a wonderful, wonderful day. And Mr. Forjoy, thank you for joining. You guys, now all of a sudden, I'm not going to worry about it. I saw my audience. Well, thank you. What's your name? Hey, user, do you. I don't like the word should. You do whatever you want to, but I feel bad referring to you as user. And If you wanted to put on your name, that might be friendly. Or I'll just have to remember you as user 9176, etc. Frenchie named Levi wants me to keep going. Do I have any more to say? Do I have any more to say? Maybe I do. It's a good dialogue today. Yeah. I had a long-time watcher. I think he was probably watching too close. A buddy of mine, but he'd watch every day. If I didn't go live by 5:30, he'd usually send me a message. And then I'd go, when I got done, he'd always send me his kind of review for the live. Oh, strong live. 10 out of 10. Perfect live. Solid live. Let's go ahead. I almost think rating ourselves in terms of that is a mistake. I used to, write, and I think the key to anything is doing. And I almost think by rating our activities, that slows down our doing, or negatively impacts our doing. Because if I go to the gym and have a great workout today, I'm going to feel great. It's going to be awesome. But if I go tomorrow or in 2 days and I go to the gym and it's not quite as good, that's going to go, maybe I'm getting weaker, or maybe I don't enjoy it as much as I did, or maybe this or maybe that, and you start worrying, and then you end up not going to the gym. I was talking about it to some customers last night who were saying very nice things about me, and I said, yeah, well, thank you. I think I've learned a lot waiting tables, and I try and take the good with the bad and realize if you have a good attitude all the time, you're going to do real well. And if you let a negative experience or a negative table or a negative performance impact you in any way, you're less liable to keep going. You're less likely to keep going. And you'll bring a negative attitude to work, or you'll stop going to the gym, or you'll stop creating content. And again, I think the rating system, rating your day, is against accepting your day and being okay with it and feeling good, or your workout or your day at work. But as we're sitting now, we can all be thankful for where we're sitting, and that we have coffee, and that we're alive, and that the sun is going to be rising soon, and the blessings we have. Or you could be pissed off at the table that was was hard last night, or the interaction you had with somebody that didn't go well, or the fact that you ran out of gas, didn't have enough money, didn't get a return call back, fell and scraped your knee. Yeah. Conga Mike wants to know why they have anxiety about going to the gym. They hate it. Well, it's because you put too much pressure on going to the gym. You know what you should do, Conga Mike? And again, I said should. I'm trying to wipe that out. But if I was worried about going to the gym, go to the gym. Do you have a hot tub? Go to the gym and sit in the sauna for 20 minutes. Sit in the sauna for 20 minutes. Start sweating and go, It's kind of like a country club workout or an old man workout. And then leave. And you've gone to the gym. And then in 2 days, go to the gym and sit in the sauna again, or sit in the hot tub, or walk around the, okay. I don't know if anyone out there's reading. Conga Mike says, why do I have anxiety about going to the gym? I hate it. And then Conga Mike said they don't have a sauna. They have a boot camp trainer. Well, no wonder you hate it. You got a boot camp trainer. I don't want to go and be yelled at and have my workout crazy hard. The only way I'd ever get a boot camp trainer or even a personal trainer at all is if I was training for something or trying to be a model or an actor. What do you pay? You do you. But I don't want to go and have somebody yell at me and tell me to work out harder. That sounds horrible. Sounds horrible. I wouldn't want to go back. I'd be anxious about going to the gym too. Go to a different trainer. Or don't go to a trainer. Go to a different gym. Get one with a sauna and go and sit in the hot tub. And then in 2 days, sit in the hot tub and do 3 sit-ups. Okay, Conga Mike continues. They say they're just retired. Are you happy retired? Do you want to be retired? And granted, I'm not in a financial position, but I never really dreamed of being retired. I always thought I'd be a realtor at 80 years old, showing my 80-year-old friends retirement homes. They can retire. I'll sell them homes. Okay, well, you're building an amusement park. Will Bill Chill says, what would he do with his time? I don't know. Hopefully, maybe not be retired. Maybe find some new passion and build something new or, yeah. Conga Mike might have it right outside of them hiring a boot camp trainer. Ooh. How much will you pay me to yell at you to do 10 more push-ups? And I know there's more to it than that, but I just don't want to go and work out that intense anymore. Yeah, I just don't want to go and work out that intense anymore. Uh-oh. Okay, BizKit said, real question. I find my content repetitive. I try to find the value, but it's the same story. Well, stop trying so hard, BizKits. Stop watching my show. Stop watching my show. Yeah, do something new. You don't find value in my show? Don't watch it. Yeah. Don't watch it. Simple solution. Right? I don't get it. I don't get it at all. People come on and say, oh, you suck. Somebody said, oh, you're talking about sobriety again. Same story. Change the subject. No. No. I'm going to check. BizKit says they're not trying to be rude. Well, honestly, you are being rude. You are being rude. Come on. Yeah, well, thank you. Yeah, no, it's weird. It's weird. I'm not hurt by your rudeness, but you saying my stuff has no value and is repetitive, certainly isn't designed to make me feel good. And I'm okay. I'm feeling secure enough that it doesn't faze me. But it's obvious if you don't like my stuff, you shouldn't watch it. Yeah. My guess is that's a reflection not on me. Again, yeah, if you don't like it, there's a whole bunch of content creators I don't like at all. But I don't hop on their show and tell them I don't like their show. Because my opinion of their content is none of their business. Yeah. It's kind of funny, though. But we're coming up on an hour. We are coming up on an hour. For some reason, I like to keep my show at about an hour or less. Feels good, feels right, especially when I start early. I can go pour myself another coffee, get some fruit, relax a little bit, kind of prepare for my day, whatever my day holds. I know my day holds work at 3 o'clock, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm hoping to make it to the gym. I'm hoping to post a few videos. I'm hoping to find the gratitude in my day. And I'm looking forward to my day. And I want to thank you so much for joining today. And I appreciate you. I hope you had a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I hope your Monday's starting off well. I hope your coffee is hot. Your mind is calm. Your heart is full of love. And that you're feeling good. And I hope you are loving yourself. And I hope you are forgiving yourself. And as always, I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.